Now, for many women, having to change your appearance due to hair loss is understandably distressing, and finding the right wig or hairpiece can be a challenge. Well, Hairspray is a purpose-built wig studio in Donnybrook. It caters for women that have a variety of hair loss conditions, and I went along to the hair club, met some amazing women to find out more. Let's take a look. This is your baby. This was a dream that you had. What gave it to you? What was your inspiration?
Well, 10 years ago I started in extensions, and first of all I used to get an awful lot of women coming in. Have you anything for thinning hair, hair loss, chemo? But it wasn't until my sister, we got the news that my sister Carol Ann, who's very, very close to me, and she was undergoing chemo, and she came to me looking for wigs and hair pieces because she was saying that she had no luck going around. So my sister said to me, Dolores, you're just going to have to look into this further. And that was like 5 years ago.
So who comes here?
Well, as you can see, it's a really bright, cheerful place, and this is exactly what I was looking for, which my other business partner designed. And, you know, people were telling me they were going upstairs, downstairs, into little dark rooms, and especially, it was always like a secret. My business partner said, you know, we really need to design a place that's cheerful for these ladies, you know, and they can have a very relaxing time when they come in, and, you know, and loads of variety.
So we can see here, this looks like any old salon that you'd go into for a haircut, for your hair dyed, except you're coming in for wigs or extensions. It's more specialised, but you've got the couch, you've got the open area, you can get your nails done. Was that important?
Well, I think it's really important. First of all, the couch, having the couch here is so important, because people that are coming, number one, to pick a hairpiece or to pick a wig, they bring in a family, so they need a space to sit, to relax, to have coffee, tea. And then there's another area where you have another sofa to go in, and then we have private consultation rooms as well. After chemo, we also have a great service that we have many, many different types of hair pieces that the ladies can have. We colour their hair afterwards. We start getting the ladies ready for the growth of their own hair to come when their own hair is coming back. But we've designed little pieces for that, which literally work out around €50 for the hairpiece and the fringe.
So Donna, you have a form of alopecia, hair thinning.
Yeah.
When did you first notice this happening?
Around 3 years ago, when I was looking in the mirror, I put my hair up in a pony, and people coming to me and asking me what's after happening with my hair, that I used to have such a full head of hair, and I used to have long hair, really nice shiny hair. Like when I was younger, they used to call me the girl with the shiny hair. Like.
And was it coming out in clumps? Would you see it in the shower or in your hairbrush, or was it more gradual than that?
Gradual sometimes, you know. I'd get up and see it on my pillow, or then in the shower, and then I think it was when I noticed it in the hairbrush, when I was pulling it out of the hairbrush, I was like, that's not right. Like.
Was it starting to get you down, to affect you?
Very badly. Very badly, especially when my son noticed it, my son's friends noticed it. Like, he's 11, and you know the way kids are, they don't mean it, but they can be hurtful at the end of the day, like, so.
But when you don't have your hair, you don't feel yourself, whether you get a blow dry you don't like or too much cut off, you just don't feel yourself. Is that how you felt?
I never feel myself. No, especially when we're going out. I stopped having a social life, I stopped being with my friends. I heard about Hairspray, and then finally came to the hair club, and I got what I wanted, and I was such a happy, happy girl.
So what happened? Was it Dolores you spoke to first?
It was Dolores I spoke to first, yeah. Lovely, lovely woman. She just introduced me to all the different types of pieces I get, like, because I get the pieces that clip on to me hair, and, you know, she made me cry, but in a good way, not in a bad way. And I'd never look back, you know. It's for people out there that are suffering with the same thing I am, there is help out there. There is something that can be done for you.
And have you got your social life back, your confidence back?
Oh God, I've never stopped going out now. I never stopped going out. I love it. You know, I've so many different pieces: an everyday piece, a long piece, a going away piece, turbans for the sun, everything. There's everything in there. Everyone's doing it. Everybody. You wouldn't know who's wearing a hairpiece these days. That's just the way it is nowadays.
Anita, you've had some tough news this year. You've been given that C word that everyone dreads.
Yeah, it was
A shock to the system, to say the least. I found a lump in February and went to the doctor, and the doctors at first thought it was just an abscess because it was quite big and it was quite painful. But I kind of persisted with it because it was very sore, so I went back to the doctor, and eventually they sent me down to the clinic, did my ultrasound, mammograms, got biopsies done, and then on the 13th of the 3rd, 2013, I was diagnosed with breast cancer at the age of 31. God. So it's a bit of a shock to the system, to say the least. Because
you're 31, you're planning your wedding, everything ahead of you, and then this happened. Yeah. How did it hit you? How did you handle it?
Well, at first, to be honest, it was just devastation because, as I said, you know, the doctors didn't even think for a while it was breast cancer. And then when they brought me down and sat me down and told me, you could have just knocked me over with a feather. Myself and my mother were there, and it was just devastating. My hair was a big thing because I had long hair halfway down my back, and I'd actually only gotten it to a stage where I was happy with it. And it's just devastating. You just can't explain the shock, initial shock. But it's like anything, unfortunately, you have to get on with it. But as I said, the major thing was my hair. You know, you come in and they just put you at ease straight away. You know, I tried on maybe 5 or 6 different wigs, but within the first 2, I knew them, and I loved it. And now I want to try on loads of them. The wigs actually look better now on me than what my real hair did, because it gives you the extra little boost I couldn't get in my hair. And I don't have to, I literally went for the synthetic one, so I didn't have to worry. I don't have to worry about in the morning getting up and blow drying my hair, and you know, I just put it on now and it's just amazing. I'm kind of a confident, outgoing person anyway, but anyone, even with confidence, it's going to knock you. But when you put that wig on, it just gives you that extra boost.
The negative comes in, and to see the positive experience when these women walk out with a smile on their face and come back every week with a smile on their face. And then they say to me, I'm over chemo now, Dolores, you know. It's so wonderful to see the recovery and then see what's next.
Of course, we tend to think of baldness as being a male problem, but 40% of women will be affected by hair loss at some stage, which is about the same as men.
I think they just don't talk about it, maybe even as much. I mean, men don't try and hide it, apart from Wayne Rooney that you were looking at there early.
Well, he's had another hair transplant. He was so happy with the first one, he's had a second one. But if the first one works so well, what does he need a second one for? And
they have the thought bubble, I want to work at Barnet. I thought that was quite funny. But what an inspirational place that was, and some of the women, Donna, Anita, gorgeous, and Dolores, who ran the hair club. So do check them out if that's something that's affecting you.
Right, let's go outside now and see what we can expect in our fashion a little later.
Thank you very much, Mark.